Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Tuesday, February 3rd, 2015. Okay, yesterday's announcements, nothing shocking in either direction, all pretty much in line. Expectations are low, and most of this met the low expectations. Today we only have one that's got a colored, no, we have two actually, motor vehicle sales and factory orders on tap for today. And then we got a couple of Fed directors speaking today too. All right, let's take a look at what's going on across the ponds over in Asia. They are mixed, and in Europe it's green across the board, and big green. Markets going off script. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting articles on this page here. The Chinese airline wants you to stand for your flight so that they can probably cram more people in. Yeah, sure. It's not crammed enough when you are sitting. I don't know, I may actually prefer to stand myself. I guess it kind of depends on how long the flight is. Oh, it's going to be longer than 10 minutes? Oh, then I would prefer to sit. Okay, enough jibber-jabberish. Let's go and take a look at the futures here in the U.S. Looks like we're going to be gapping up this morning after kind of a strong close yesterday, I believe. I haven't looked at it in detail yet. Gold is at $12.82. Oil's at, 51.26. You better start pulling back before the end of the month, because I don't want to be paying $3.50 a gallon to drive home. Dollar's at 94.64, kind of flat right now. It's not moving much either way, and neither is the Euro-US dollar pairing at $1.13.5. Okay, yesterday jumped in Priceline. Waited till about midday and decided that it looked pretty good. But there was a strong finish, at least on Priceline. So let's take a look at SPX right off the bat here and see what happened there. Yeah, there's a big close in the afternoon here. This is pretty huge, last couple hours of the market here. Of course, right after I went negative delta on Priceline. We'll take a look at that when we get to it. Just want to move smartly and quickly here. Trying to keep comments to a minimum, at least from the peanut gallery. Okay, Apple, we have a target set down here. It looks like as though it's probably going to hook back up here. I don't know. It's not really a setup. I hate to keep bending the rules, and pretty soon we'll be looking for hooks. Way too early. So I at least wanted to get down here to this 50% level, especially with this huge gap up. It's going to want to come down here and close this gap sooner or later. And actually, the gap from one day to the next is from 109 to 115. So in my mind, that's a gap that probably will, nature abhors a vacuum, so it may want to fill this gap right here. So you need to be careful about that. So give me a good, solid pullback and then a rebound. Amazon, we need to wait a little while with that one too. It just is not looking back. It's just chunk, chunk, chunk. It's chunking along there. Boeing, same thing after their earnings. We have a target set down here. Alibaba, yeah. It did participate in that rebound yesterday afternoon. And it had a strong finish, but still closed in the red. Target set up there. We're just going to be patient on that one. We have earnings coming up on Baidu. Chipotle has earnings coming up as well, or did they? Yes, it's today after the market close. And I wish I could sell a put on this thing. I don't think I have enough money in my account. That's probably what I would do, but that would be very, very high risk. Let's just take a peek here. Just because IV is pretty high. Where are we at? We're at 74.9. Oh, yeah, that's... If we look at each month here, February is at 81, 54, 48, 46. Yeah, so this one right here, if you could do something where you are a net seller, you probably, just take a chance. Can't even afford to just buy a call, just because. Look at the extrinsic on these that are fairly deep in the money. This one's $10 deep in the money, and there's $16.95 worth of volatility in there. This one at the money, $24.80, and it's only 3 days away from expiration. That's pretty fantastic. Yeah, so if you want to be net selling, maybe you could just, like take a really wide spread here. Let's just do that. I don't know, there's all sorts of things that you could do, but okay, so this will give you $90, and you're at a 43 delta. Let's spread this out a little bit more here. Let's make this 28. Let's say you want to do something with a 685. So the expected move is 46. So at 685, you're about 80 out. Oh, wait, where are we at? 712. Yeah. You're about, you're not 80. 15, 25 out. Let's see, that's 70. Let's get rid of this one. And if you want to stretch that out another, oops. Wow, that's interesting. Here's a $5 spread with a $2.30 credit. Do you think Chipotle's going to have bad earnings, or do you think they're going to have good earnings? Do you want to bet $250 roughly rounded off? I might do that. I want to write that down. I believe there was something on Tasty Trade yesterday about Chipotle, so you might want to go visit that website and see what they have to say about it. Costco, we were looking to go south on this, but it looks like north is the direction to go. This is a little bit, it's flattening out here. I'm going to get rid of this because I was talking about playing these swings, but I'm not seeing the swings anymore. So let's just back out of that one. Take a look at DJX. Yes, strong finish in the afternoon. Gold in them there hills. Alright, we're pretty close to our strike on our short call. Not worried about it though at this time. Google. They did have their earnings and they were pretty nice. They just may be ready to continue their downtrend. But we need to wait a little bit longer to figure out what they're going to really do. LinkedIn is the 5th, which is Thursday. Let's look at NDX. Yeah, I got a feeling this is probably not going to give us a hook down, but it is in setup. We have to put it down. We'll see if it gives us the hook or not. I have a feeling it's not. Netflix, there's that trade, still kind of hanging in there, even though it did sort of participate in yesterday afternoon. Still got, let's see, we're seeing the end of the line here, so we're looking at normal, looks like normal February expiration. Or at least a FEB1 BUP. Still hang in there. I think that I probably had a volatility collapse, and that's what the killer was. I didn't actually put the trade in here. I should have. Or do I have it in here? Yes, I do. Okay. No, that's March. That's something else I was thinking about. I'll have to actually put the trade in here and see how it's doing. Alright, back to the charts. I don't see anything for us here, except possibly if you believe it's not going to fill this gap, you want to get in with a bull put. You might want to do that, but I just don't like this gap, so I'm going to take a pass on it. I mean, if I want to throw money out there, I can throw money out there in a lot of different stuff. OEX here in a downtrend, and we are in our target area, so this is a setup. And here's Priceline. Let's take a look at that one. So I want to tell you that yesterday afternoon, this had a hook down when I got in on this, probably about 12:30 or so. It had a hook down. Got in, I think, on this candle, and I was kind of patting myself on the back because, you know, it had sort of recovered and then started back down again. I go, yeah, that's a good time to get in. And then it did that at the close. Sometimes that happens. We'll see if this works out. I don't think, let's see here. It is a, what are we looking at here? This is a $5 spread and a $1.56 credit, so that's $3.44 of risk on this. Let's take a look at Russell. Alright, we're in a downtrend here. We have a target set up there. It's not even close. SPX, we are actually headed into a setup, so I got to put them down. But I don't think it's going to be happening today. Tesla, in a downtrend. Earnings coming up next week. Increase IV, don't want to touch it. And Visa, we have a target set here. Visa did not participate all that much here. So we're in a setup here on Visa for a bear call. And that's the last one for the scan for today. Another short day. That's the way I like it. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.